Well, hello everybody. It is Rhonee with Whip and Chain. Today I'm going to show you how to make these beautiful trending bowl cozies. They're very easy to make. It probably takes about an hour, hour and a half of your time depending on your speed of crocheting, but they turn out really sweet and they work great. I make mine so you can see the pattern with the ball sitting inside of it. Some people have preferred it this way. But my theory is if I'm going to use it and look at it while I'm eating my meal, I might as well look at the pretty side of it. Works really nice. It's made out of 100% cotton. You do have to use cotton for this. Acrylic and different yarns will melt in the microwave and you can get very seriously burned and hurt. So I'm going to tell you, you need to use 100% cotton for this project. Now what I'm using is, I got yarn from Hobby Lobby called Crafter's Secret. It's 100% cotton. This color's called Shaded Crimson. You will need a little over 1 ball to make this. I will also recommend some darning needles. I will recommend some stitch markers, pair of scissors, and a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. Let's get started on this beautiful pattern. It's quite easy. And I'm going to start with a magic circle. If you want to start with a chain, you can do a chain 3 and you slip stitch into the first chain and then chain 1, and let us get caught up to you, okay? There's my chain 1. Now I want you to make 6 single crochets inside the center of that. Okay, I'll bring you in a little bit so you can see a little better. There we go. Okay, so I am going to close my magic circle a little bit, but I don't close it all the way. Not until I'm done a few rounds. Now in your 6 single crochets, I want you to put 2, not double, 6 single crochets. I want you to put 2 single crochets in each one. Now after I get my hook in there and I crochet 2 single crochets, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my stitch marker and I am going to mark the first one so I know where I'm at. So that was 2. Here's 4. 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. I had to move stuff around. Anyway, so now we have 12. Now for the next row, the very first one, take your stitch marker out, and I want you to put 1 single crochet in the first one, and then 2 in the next one. So I did 3 single crochets, and take my stitch marker, go back 3, So now it'll be 1. That's my heater in the background. And there'll be 2. It's very cold here. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. And 1 2. 1. And you will always end your rows on an increase. Okay. So I don't know if this is going to make sense to you, but this is what I do. So I did 1 single crochet, and then the next stitch was 2 single crochets. So I put a stitch marker right in front of me saying I completed that one with the 1 single crochet. Now the next row is going to be 2 single crochets and an increase. Okay, so take my stitch marker out. I'll do 1 single crochet in that stitch and 1 single crochet in that stitch. So that was 2 single crochets that I did. So I go back 2 and I mark it. Now this one's an increase, so I want you to put 2 single crochets in there. So then it'll be a 1 and a 1 and then a 2. And a 1 and a 1 and a 2. Now the reason I do this with my stitch markers is because with my job and everyday life, I will get interrupted crocheting. So I made a system that I use. That way when I have to set something down and walk away for whatever reason, for my dogs, for my family, whatever it is, that I can, when I sit back down, I can look and see where I'm at. And by that, let me show you. And my last one will be 2. I have decided in my mind that I don't put up my new ones until I'm completed that row. So that's the policy that I follow for me. So I just finished 2 single crochet row. So then I do 2. 2's done. Now, a lot of times I'll interlock these together. But you don't have to. And you don't even have to use this way if you don't want to. You can use whatever, the finger counting thing, or if you can just remember, that's good. I'm not that good. So that means I'm on 3 single crochets. So that'll be 1, 2, and 3. And then before I do anything, I have to get my nails done or driving me nuts. 3, go back 3. Like that. Go back 3. Then this one is an increase row. So again, 1, 2, and 3. And you increase. Then 1, 2 and 3, and increase. Three and increase. Yeah, I lost my count. I was hoping to save it, but nope, not today. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3. And I don't delete these out because I think you need to be able to see that sometimes it happens to all of us. That's what I said when I'm talking. I do lose count. It happens. And that's a double. So 1, 2, 3, and double. I like to keep it real with yous. I don't ever want people to think that I don't ever have to frog or I'm not sure on something, because I am. I do. I have to check everything all the time, check my counts. And if a row don't work out for me, I frog it out and I redo it, because it was probably something as simple as my count was off row 1. And 1, 2, and 3. And my last one is always an increase. 1 and 2. So I finished 3. Now I'm secure enough where I can tighten my center. And look, you're able to. You're absolutely able to. So now I counted 3, so that must mean I'm on 4. So we're going to continue this all the way up into 8. I'm going to do one more row with you to do the 4. So ready? 1, 2, 3, and 4. After I do the 4, take this back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then the next one, I do 2 double crochets. So then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 doubles. Okay. Four and 2 doubles. And this is what you're going to do all the way around. So you're going to do it for 4 singles, 5 singles, 6 singles, 7 singles, and 8 singles. So after you finish your 8 singles and a double, after that, I will meet you there. That way you can see what's going on, okay? So we're going to do the 5. We're on 4. We're going to do the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 each row. All right, I'll meet you back. Okay, after you did your 8 rows, I need you to do 7 rows of matching stitch to stitch. 7 rows. So I keep these here because we're still going to be doing more increases. But then what I did is I got something else to count my 7. Okay, so 7 rows of stitch to stitch, no increases, no decreases. After you got those 7 rows done, this is what it's going to start looking like. Okay, very cool. All right, after those 7 rows of single crochet, now we're going to go back to some increasing rows. So we're going to do a 9 increase. So I'm going to take out my stitch marker here. Right there. I'm going to just do 2. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 2. 1 and 2 and 9. Six, 7, 8, and 9, and a double. All right, I will see you at the end, okay? Okay. Now, my increase on the last stitch. So that was 9, so I should be finished 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, next one will be a 10. Single crochet, single crochet. My stitch marker there. Four. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and increase. And I will see you at the end. Okay, last row of my last stitch of my 10 increase. Now we're going to do 11. And I want you to do this all the way up to 14. So 11, 12, 13, and 14. And after that, it'll be just one more row. See you back in a little bit. Okay, I did my 14. It's really coming together quite nicely now. One more row, everybody. Yay. So we don't need the stitch marker no more. You can toss that aside. So what I'm going to recommend is at your last stitch, I want you to just slip stitch into the next chain to bring your stitches together. Okay? And then just slip stitch one more over. All right? And so now, chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then put in 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, and 3 double crochet. So it's a total of 4 double crochets. I want you to skip 1 chain, go to the next, slip stitch. Then skip 1, go to the next one, and put in 4 double crochets. Right, and 4. Skip 1, slip stitch, skip 1, 4 double crochets. And that is the repeat pattern for this. I might have actually only used 1 ball for this, so it does prove that Hobby Lobby's and Michael's yarn, Hobby Lobby seems to have just a little bit more on their rolls on the cotton, the one that I showed you. Unless I just got lucky for that roll. I'm not quite sure. Either way, it doesn't matter. Skip 1 and 4 double crochets. And 4. Skip 1, slip stitch. Skip 1, 4 double crochets. I gotta admit, I think I like this, the way this yarn is decorated and colored, better than the other one that I did this one on. The pulling effect on it was really pretty. And 4. Skip 1, slip stitch. Skip 1, 4 double crochets. Okay. Slip stitch and 4. And I will meet you at the end of this one. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay. I am all the way around. And my last slip stitch. Then I go right into the first stitch. Okay. Now, this is the little pile of yarn that I had left on this one. So it's funny because I used this one for my first one and I needed a little more than one. This one I have a little handful of cotton yarn left. But that's where we're at. And then all that's left is to hide your tails. And you got your bowl cozy. And neat. If you want, you can turn it this way so you can see all the pretty. Actually, I think it lays better that way too. Look at that. She's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And I can't wait to see yours. So please come find us on Facebook under WIP, W-I-P, and Chain. WIP stands for Work in Progress. And we are on Instagram, WIP and Chain. And please join our Facebook group. We're posting lots of stuff. We do free giveaways once a month. And we can't thank you enough for please hitting that like button and subscribe button at the bottom of this video. And have a wonderful, wonderful, safe holiday coming up. Take care, everybody. From Maggie, Lauren, and myself. Good night.